Alright, so welcome back to another Mommy Monday video, and today I have a fun speed build and the story of when my second child was born. But before we get too far into it, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button. But that being said, so last week I did the story of when my first daughter was born, and now I'm moving into the story of when my second daughter was born. So I was 39 weeks exactly, like right on the dot, and I had my appointment that day, and as soon as I left my doctor's appointment and I got in the car, that instant I had a contraction. I'm like, wow, what? This contraction just comes out of nowhere. And I'm like, okay, well, that's odd timing. Couldn't have happened, a few minutes ago while I was in there with the doctor. But I had some stuff to do that day. I had some errands to run, and the contractions, weren't coming very often, very sporadically. So nothing really to make my mind think. But getting towards the end of the day, I definitely knew I was having this baby sometime this evening. I was going to have this baby. So I picked my oldest daughter up from daycare because at the time she went to daycare about one day a week. And when I picked her up, I knew, I just kind of had this feeling that I was going to have this baby that day. And now my oldest daughter was 19 months old at the time. So I picked her up, and just some kind of feeling told me I needed to take my daughter out and do something fun with her because, I was about to have this baby, and it may be the last time we got to do anything fun for a little while. So I took her to Walmart because, being 19 months old, that was her favorite place to go. We had a little Burger King inside the Walmart at that time, so we got something to eat. We got some French fries and some chicken nuggets, and then I put her in the shopping cart, and we just walked around Walmart and looked at everything. This was in November-ish, so they had the Christmas stuff out. She loved to, just look at the Christmas trees and the pretty lights and the decorations, all those little things that, amuse babies at that time. That's what we did. We just walked around for a little while, and then I brought her home, got her ready for bed, and put her to sleep. And around this time, my husband came home. Now, my husband was working full-time and then going to class in the evening. So he had kind of a full day and a full schedule. So he would leave the house at like 7 in the morning and wouldn't get back home until 8:30. So when he came home, and of course I had messaged him throughout the day, hey, it's not quite time yet, but, I'm having some contractions, just be ready to leave work if I send you the message and you need to. So when he got home, he asked me about it, how are you feeling? What's going on and everything? And I said, well, I'm feeling okay. It's not time to go to the hospital yet, but I think we'll be going to the hospital sometime tonight. And he said, well, should I stay awake or should I go ahead and go to sleep? And I thought about it, and I didn't think we'd be going to the hospital for another few hours, at the very least. So I said, well, go ahead and go to sleep. You can get some rest, and then I'll wake you up and let you know when, it's time to go. So he gets in bed and falls straight to sleep because the poor guy is just dead bone tired at this point. And I'm up, I'm, walking around the house, doing this and that. I get in the shower because my contractions are starting to pick up a little bit. So I get in the shower to kind of, help ease the pain. And probably at about 10:30 at night, I realize, okay, it's probably time to go to the hospital. My contractions are, a good 5 minutes apart, and they're really strong. So I wake my husband up, and he goes to take our daughter to my parents' house. My parents live just down the road. So he takes her, and in the time he's gone, my contractions just really, really intensify. Like, they become really, really strong. So he gets back home, and I've got the bags and stuff waiting at the door. I throw him in the car. I'm ready to go. And he's just kind of looking around the house, and I'm like, hurry up. We need to go. And he's like, I can't find the car seat. I can't find the car seat. And I'm like, the car seat's not important right now, okay? You can come back and get the car seat, but we need to go now. This baby is going to come. So he finally hops in the car, takes me to the hospital. The hospital's only 10 minutes away. They get me in a room and everything, check me. I'm 5 centimeters. And the contractions keep coming, and they're really, really painful. And I remember one of the nurses asking me, do you want something for the pain while we wait, to get your epidural? And I was in so much pain. I wasn't thinking about anything else. I just said, yes, please make the pain stop. Just please. I don't know what they gave me. I don't know what kind of good time happy drug was in that she gave me, but I became loopier than a dang Fruit Loop. I don't remember hardly anything after they gave me that. I remember them waking me up and giving me an epidural because it was finally time, but I was very, very groggy through the whole epidural process. Then I remember them waking me up again and saying, hey, you need to take a few good deep breaths because your oxygen is pretty low and you need to breathe. So I remember that. Apparently, like, I was really messed up. My oxygen was going down. I remember the doctor coming in for a minute and saying, I don't even remember what the doctor was doing, but I remember her kind of looking in my direction and saying, oh, well, okay, at least she's comfortable. And then the next thing I remember, the doctor goes to try to break my water. Now, I don't remember, like, I literally remember I was laying down with my legs closed, just kind of sleeping in bed like this. And then the next thing I know, my legs are, open so the doctor can get in there, and she's, up there trying to break my water, and I'm like, oh, no idea when that happened. Don't know if I was, somewhat conscious for that or not. But the doctor goes, oh, no, her water's already broken. And the nurses are like, but it never broke here. And I'm kind of like, I don't remember what's going on. And she's like, yeah, no, her water's broken. It's been broken. And I remember the nurses asking me, did your water break? When did your water break? What happened? When did your water break? And I'm like, guys, I can't, I'm so high, I can't even tell you my name right now, okay? So that, I had no idea when my water broke. The best I can guess is my water might have broken when I was in the shower at home trying to relieve the pain from the contractions. And with me being in the shower, maybe I just didn't realize it. Maybe a contraction was so powerful that I didn't feel like the pop that I felt with my first one. I don't know. Apparently my mysterious water had broken. Then all I remember is a nurse saying something to my husband saying, hey, you need to wake up, because apparently my husband lay down on the couch beside me and went to sleep. And then they said, okay, it's time to push. And 2 pushes later, and she was out. My memory is kind of fuzzy again, but I kind of come to and start remembering when I was holding her and nursing her. So yeah, that's the fun story of when my second daughter was. Oh my gosh, where'd my camera go? So she is my second daughter. So she kind of got a little bit babied in the family for a little while. Her and her sister are like best friends. But yeah, so that was a really, really fun story for her at that time. There are parts of labor I don't remember with her. I did not expect them to give, which I am very sensitive to medication. To be fair, it could be fair they just gave me a normal dose of whatever and my body just overreacted. But whatever they gave me was strong. And it just kind of knocked me out for a little while. But that all being said, here is my build. Now, to be completely fair with this build, this was not a completely original design. I did take a lot of inspiration from this build that I saw on the internet from Mylan Finstad, I'm going to assume. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. But they made this similar build with CC, so I made this build that does not have any CC, and it's just kind of a quiet little cottage. Now, to be fair, I did build this before Cottage Living came out, but you come in and you have kind of this cute little living room and cute little kitchen that I did use Country Kitchen for because I love that kitchen pack. We have 1 bathroom, and it's kind of nice. I usually just make very, very teeny tiny bathrooms, but I went a little more into this bathroom. I'm starting to slowly get to where I decorate my bathrooms more and more. Then downstairs we have the master bedroom. Again, kind of simple, kind of nice, but I did want to use this picture because I built this a little while ago, but when I built it, that picture had just come out, and I thought I wanted to use it. Coming upstairs, as soon as you come up the stairs, you come into this little loft office area. So you have your computer area with some shelves and books and stuff. Another shelf. I love this shelf. I'm pretty sure we got this shelf from Eco Lifestyle, but I love that shelf. Coming over here, you have a teen and kids bedroom. I kind of figured this side was more for the kids. We got the, void critters and football and pictures that they drew up here, and I kind of had a feeling this side might be more for a teenager. It could still be a kid, but just kind of my thought process in it. Anyway, two kids could share this room. But then over here in the skylight area, I turned this into like a nursery. Kind of have to take away the wall to really be able to get in to see. But in the skylight area, you have a bassinet, Blarfy, a little changing table, bookshelf, a little toddler area. All of this should be functional. So it's kind of a cute little nursery off the skylight. And I thought that was just a really, really cute idea. And then, of course, we have a swing set and a little kiddie pool and these monkey bars. I somehow keep forgetting we have these cute monkey bars, but I think they make a very, very cute addition to all of this. But yes, so that is this build, and that is also the story of my second child being born. Now, I have 3 children total, so the next birth story that I make will be the last one, so yeah, that would be fun. But that is it for today's video. Again, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Bye!